All right, are we rolling? Okay.
We're rolling.
All right, what was he talking about?
Oh, the DM.
You was talking about something first, and then we was talking about Tammy's DM.
You said I don't smoke anymore, which is not true.
Okay.
I still smoke.
Okay.
But if I didn't smoke, anytime you have an opportunity to smoke with a smoking legend, like herself,
You pass it.
you do. You don't pass it down. Even you.
You gotta take. That's
You have to
crazy.
if somebody's passing you the joint, and you have to take it.
I've never heard that rule.
So if you were in a room with Snoop Dogg, and he passed it to you, would you smoke it?
I would probably pretend.
You get kicked out.
Only because I don't want to
It's
embarrass myself, because I don't know how
Yeah.
to smoke.
Really?
No, so that's what I can pretend. I got. Hey, give me that
That's in the
Playboy,
joint.
and I'll show you how I pretend.
Okay.
Like it's great because y'all ain't paying attention anyway. Nobody really paying attention. They just be talking. That's crazy. Yeah, I know, man. I know, right? That's wild. Yeah, it get that. And then I pass it back.
Get out of our circle.
And I'm like, hey, I'm like, what's that? That's something good right there. What's that? That's that Jubilee. Shit.
So you don't consume any kind of edibles, nothing?
Nah, yes, gummies. I'm on.
Okay.
I'm on. Candace gave me some 20s yesterday. 20
Whoa.
20 milligrams. Is that what this is?
How are you feeling after
Oh,
that?
great. Now,
Okay.
by the time I got home, though, it was over, yo. I was like,
Sleep.
damn, it really took
20
over.
milligrams probably does nothing for you anymore.
Nothing.
Oh, no, 20 is where I like to have fun. 30 is usually my max, 30,
Okay.
40.
Yeah.
But I'm not a big edible girl.
Okay, that's
I like
all
to
I can
smoke.
do, and it'll get me. Oh, well, anyways, y'all, hey, okay, welcome to another episode of Movies and Models. I'm your boy, Hollywood KP. We got B Moore in the building, and we got a special guest on deck today joining us, Tammy, a.k.a. Cannabis Cutie. How are you?
I'm doing so good. Glad to be here.
She is happy to be here, okay? A legend. For y'all who don't know, this is like your 13,000 podcasts, huh? Because you have two of your own.
She's like on a
Yeah.
media tour right now. It's just
Yeah.
podcast after podcast.
Podcast after podcast. I have been doing podcasts that aren't cannabis specific
Okay,
lately.
that's
so
like this one.
this is like number 2.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because most of them are, they want you to come on, educate, give that advice and tips and things of that magnitude. Yeah, because you have 2 shows.
I have.
Talk about them.
I feel like, okay, so there's the Lasagna Ganja. We are on a little hiatus right now. X is taking over the world. He's got a new dispensary. He's going on
that.
tour.
Nice.
He's got
We were
a new
there.
album. Yeah. So, and then I have to do some solo stuff as well. I'm always sidekick to really cool people.
Yeah,
And
I
doing
feel you.
cool things with cool people. So now it's time for me to start my own stuff. And then I have some stuff coming out on the Death Row Cannabis side. I don't really want to talk about it until it
Till it
starts
happens.
to get into motion, but there's a lot of planning happening there.
Nice. Didn't
Yeah.
even know Death Row was doing kind of.
And you're also into sports too. I know you
am.
play tennis
I do.
and basketball.
that.
Yeah.
Basketball,
And
I don't know
I
about.
saw you had something going with Megatron one time. I'm like,
yeah.
it's lit. So
Yeah.
you're sports, cannabis, and
Yeah, sports and cannabis. So there's a lot of NFL athletes who are in the cannabis industry. And I have a sports background. I have a degree from Oklahoma State. And then I went to a grad program that was sports specific. I interned. I had an NBA internship. I was with the Oklahoma City Thunder. So now it's just kind of bringing that side of me to the forefront with the cannabis. So naturally, working with athletes in weed makes sense. And I've
makes
known Megatron for a long time. So yeah, we've got some stuff happening in Detroit this summer. We're planning that as well.
What up, dog?
Yeah.
That's where we from, y'all. If y'all didn't know.
I lived there for 8 years.
Yeah.
I love
Do you
the
miss
bit-
it?
I miss it so much. I
Do
don't
you?
miss the winter.
Okay,
Right.
exactly.
Detroit is a really cool
Right.
place and
When
really
it's
fun
not cold,
in the summer and
Put me
spring.
there. I went there
One
3 times last
season.
year. Yeah, I went back 3 times last year.
We got one good season.
No,
No?
spring and summer. Fall. No, fall is the
Is
season.
it?
Yes.
Fall in Michigan is dope, bro. Don't
Don't
act
tell me
crazy.
those trees don't make you want to cry
No.
when they're just all yellow
They're
or
nice.
all orange. The
They
cider
are
mills.
nice.
You gotta
The
call it
cider
autumn.
mills.
Yeah, autumn. Yeah,
Autumn.
yeah.
Okay, the cider mills, the donuts.
The donuts, the cider,
Yeah.
the leaves changing
Come
colors.
on. It is
You know what I'm saying? You
it's
get to
a
rock your
gift.
Timbs.
Oh, okay. I'll
The
go. I'll
outfits,
go
yeah.
home
Your peacoat.
for
The
autumn.
outfits.
Then.
Come on now.
I'll take a journey. As you guys know, Movies and Models. We're here to discuss and keep up to date. What's going on in movies, TV, things of that magnitude. And with you being here today, we're like, hey, cannabis-based films.
Yeah. We're going to
Okay.
get into them.
The legendary to the not so legendary. Let's talk about them. Let's rank them. But before we do that, we like to kick off each show with trailer talk. What came out this week on in a movie storefront on front with trailers?
Okay.
What do we have?
All right.
Let's get right into
Let's
them.
get right into our first one. Wolves. Not even wolves. Woofs.
Whoops, you said it. Yeah.
Woofs.
I was confused too because I saw this trailer. We'll just play it.
Yeah.
Let's get right
give
into it.
Do you watch movie trailers often?
No.
Okay. Well, you won't hear it now. I'm actually excited about this one too.
Me too.
Are
It's,
you want it done?
George Clooney. Oh, no.
This would never come up in my recommendations.
Never.
But it looks cute.
But they tried.
It looks cute. Okay. All right. So
They tried.
Wolves wouldn't be what you would go to theaters for.
I would go to see George Clooney
Only.
only.
So you would go see this movie for sure, or is it more so I'm gonna wait till it come on streaming?
I'll wait for it to come on streaming.
Do you think George Clooney smokes
I hope
cannabis?
so.
Do you? Yeah, that's a good
I mean,
question.
he's such
Or
a
Brad Pitt.
humanitarian.
Brad Pitt for sure.
Yeah, Brad Pitt,
Brad,
100%.
absolutely. No
George
questions
Clooney,
asked.
I feel like he's such a humanitarian. Like he has to be puffing the peace
Yeah, you
plant.
think
You,
so?
know?
So you would rather
Yeah.
smoke with George Clooney over Brad Pitt?
I would.
That'd be a crazy session, probably.
I would.
You probably would learn so much.
I would. Yeah, he goes on the bucket list now of people to smoke with.
That makes
Okay.
as he
Yeah.
should. Okay.
Yeah.
B, you going to see this?
I was excited for this in the beginning. I'm not gonna hold you, but
Same.
it led me down the trailer. It looks like it's the type of movie that I would like,
Yeah.
but it's not quite living up to what it should be as far as with the trailer. It seems very like a watered down version of what I'm looking for in a movie like this.
Trailer's
Like
a little
that.
sluggish.
Not enough
you know.
action.
Yeah.
Not enough. A little bit of comedy that's dry. But just I don't know. It just seems like I could be wrong, but it seems like it's not really hitting.
I think
right
I
way.
think the first trailer did kind of it's kind of watered down a little bit. I think they don't want to give us too much. Maybe that's what it is. Trailers nowadays are so used to giving us so much right out the gate. They're telling us too much of the movie. They giving us some of the best parts. I think for this they like, look, we got George, we got Brad.
And that's it.
What do you need?
Yeah,
There's
what
What's
more
up?
do you
Sell us
need?
on that.
What's
Yeah.
up? We here. So give, and I think that's what John Watts maybe trying to do. And maybe in the second trailer they might hit us with, I don't know, a big action scene out the blue. But I'm gonna go see it. I know you still gonna go see it.
Yeah, I'm still
Tammy
seeing
might
it.
go see it.
Probably not.
No?
I would have to be brought there. It wouldn't be a choice.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, do you like rom-coms? You don't like love.
It's just kind of corny.
Yeah, okay, well, all right.
Love is
well,
corny?
Zach,
No,
that's what I
love
said.
is not corny.
You, did,
Okay.
you said,
Rom-coms
you
are
said
kinda
that.
corny.
I mean, but they all are, but they're the same. You know what you're going to get. You're
Exactly,
going to
so
get
I'm
comedy.
uninterested.
You're going to get
Give me
most likely
I don't watch movies really, to be honest.
okay.
I watch Big Brother
Big Brother
all the time.
Reality.
Old seasons. I study the strategy, and then Grey's Anatomy.
Grey's Anatomy.
Grays, they're on like season 20.
When is
something
that
like
going to
Crazy.
end?
I don't know,
Never.
but it's never ending.
They should never end it.
It has to end. yo.
It needs to
They,
end.
they,
It
they
has
should never
to.
end it.
They should.
Nah, it's not.
it's-
It's not guiding light or as the
No.
world
Right.
turns.
Have you
That's
guys
what I
ever
was gonna-
watched it?
That's what I was gonna say. Like,
never seen
Have
it.
you
Never
ever
seen it?
have you ever seen General Hospital?
I remember the show. I didn't watch it.
No, but that
It's
ended,
still
though.
going.
No, it's not.
No,
It's not.
No.
it can't be.
What's
Is it?
exactly what I'm saying? Grey's Anatomy should go forever, like all the soap
No.
operas that have been
Let
going
me
for
tell
50
you,
years.
as somebody who watches the show, so you have your original 5 doctors. We called them Magic.
Okay.
And none of Magic is on the show anymore, really. So it's just
over.
kind of like, yeah, after season 10, 11, the show changed completely. And it was also at the time when like music licensing changed.
Mm-hmm.
And the music was one of the biggest things about Grey's Anatomy. It was putting people on the map. And then the licensing changed, and now we're getting covers and no music.
Yeah.
And it's just a different show, and I don't like it. You guys, everybody's
Shame on
had
Grace.
sex with each
It's-
other. Everybody
Yeah.
has died.
and that's going to keep happening over and over and over for the next. It's going to keep changing.
But it's going to start losing the value of how
It's
great of a
not.
show it
It's
was.
not.
No, it's not. It's not.
It's not?
though.
No,
It's not, though. I have
it's
I
solidified.
have a
Yeah.
12-year-old or 13-year-old niece that just started watching last year.
Oh my
She caught up.
God.
Okay. She caught
Okay.
up, and now she's on these, and they wanted to keep going. It's
Yeah.
literally Days of Our Lives, an upgraded version of it.
It's Shonda Rhimes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
And you
Shonda
love
Rhimes.
Shonda. I love
First of
Shonda.
all, it's Shonda Rhimes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think she's ready.
Have
You
you
don't
been-
think she's ready for that to be done?
I don't think she's
No.
involved as much. Like that's
She's
the
not
thing.
ready for the
Everybody
checks
who
to
was
be
there
done.
day one to what it is now, it's a whole different show. It's a whole different cast, new writers, new direction.
She just getting
Yeah.
her creator check and it's like,
Yeah,
y'all do what
she
y'all
created
want
the
with it.
show,
Yeah.
but she owned Thursday nights for a second. She had Grey's Anatomy, Scandal, and How to
Scandal.
Get Away with Murder.
How to
I
Get
remember.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you watching Bridgerton?
No, I haven't gotten into it yet. I
She
can't
don't
watch
like
things.
love.
Okay,
Like
it's
that, the
I
love
don't.
shows.
You're right. You're right. You're right.
It's like
Really?
it's like Grey's
I
Anatomy.
tried.
and the-
No.
and the-
Grey's Anatomy. They open the scene
1600s.
with sex.
So does Bridgerton.
I
does
can't.
Bridgerton.
I know they're dancing and like talking, and I'm like, okay, something else.
It's like Grey's Anatomy, but in the 1500s.
Okay, well, I haven't gotten that far because it's just. You're right. Maybe I have to self-reflect on why I don't
You
want to
gotta
watch.
watch some love stuff.
I don't
you know?
want to.
You gotta get deep into it, enjoy it, and watch these couples build this bond. Will they? Won't they?
What's the intention, though?
I can't really break down Bridgerton, even though I've seen them. I didn't see this last season, and I do enjoy them. I mean, the intention is just
Bridgerton is really about
romance.
like the love. The romance is a big part of it, but it's like the subplots are like, the sub themes are like, navigating society.
Okay.
Yeah.
I
that's
just,
it,
yeah,
like
I haven't.
navigating
I don't
the-
know.
the
I'm not
walls
in
of
this.
society.
I'm not in the space to receive it yet.
Okay.
But I know it's a good show.
It's
I
a good
just
show.
can't stay. I cannot. It will not keep my attention.
Okay.
I keep having to restart the episode, and then when I do that 3-4 times, then I know it. I
It's
just
over.
don't want to watch it.
Damn.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Chandra, hey, figure
It's
it out.
not. No, it's not her. It's me.
Okay, it's her. Never mind, Chandra. All right, well, let's try this because I'm actually excited about this Netflix movie myself. A Family Affair. Zac Efron,
Okay.
Joey King. Is it Nicole? It's not Nicole Kidman. Who's that? Candace?
Press play.
Let me look at her again. Push play. Let me see. I can't remember. I don't think it's Nicole. Oh, yeah.
From what I'm guessing, it's this guy has had sex with the mother and the daughter.
Yeah, he
Not the
was
daughter.
dating the mother first.
No.
And the daughter was his assistant.
The daughter is just his assistant.
Oh.
So the daughter
Kathy
stays his
Bates.
assistant.
Right. So,
Okay.
so he's a big Hollywood star. The daughter's the assistant. Then he
Okay.
starts fucking with the mom.
Okay.
Okay.
And she like, look.
she doesn't like it because
No, because it's the boss, and then it's her boss. Plus, she knows how he is.
Right.
You know what
She's
I mean?
seen everything.
She's seen everything. So she's like, you can't. No. You can't mess with my mom's. You trash. I know what you do. You know what I mean? That kind of thing. What do you think about that?
It
It's a
was
rom-com.
so cute. But
It
yeah,
got you.
I wouldn't watch it.
You laughed.
Yeah.
You giggled. You like Zac Efron.
Okay.
And Nicole Kidman.
Can't go wrong with Zac
yeah.
Efron.
Oh, great cast.
Kathy Bates.
100. But I wouldn't watch it.
Yeah.
Unless
It's-
there was a purpose. But I wouldn't just
The
sit
purpose
there
is
and watch
falling-
that.
the purpose is
What would
falling
be
in
the
love.
purpose?
The ending is she accepts it, everybody lives happily ever
Yeah,
after.
for sure.
Or he starts fucking the daughter because she was really in love with him.
Oh, no.
Anyway,
That's not.
so-
that can't
That's
happen.
a twisted ending. That's not.
That
gonna
would
happen.
make us not like the movie if that
It's gonna be a
happened.
happy ending.
It's going to be a happy ending, and it'll
And
be
you
great
already
together.
know what the happy ending is,
and
I think that's
and
why.
also,
Okay. So,
she
yeah,
won't
if
be
I-
his assistant anymore by the end of the movie. He's going to upgrade her because I'm sure she don't want to be assistant forever. She probably wants to do something else, and she's going to get her chance now. Zach is going to put her on. He's going to marry the mom. It's going to be
Nepotism.
Yeah, boom, bada bing, bada boom, stepdad.
There are other things that I can consume to make me feel good.
Oh my! But if you watch that high, it's going to be even better.
Happy white people.
Yes, that's always a great movie. Brandon, are you not going to watch this?
I probably won't watch it, but I think it'll be a.
You
solid
just said you
rom-com.
can't go wrong with Zac Efron.
You can.
You clap when Nicole Kidman comes on AMC right before in the theaters. You love that
They
commercial.
stopped doing that.
They
Did
didn't
you hear
stop.
that?
They cut it. They just cut it in half.
They canceled the Nicole Kidman.
They canceled the full version. You still get a shorter version, which is even better. Long as she looks at me on the screen and say, "'Cause here they are." I'm with that every
Yeah.
time.
They
You
can't
don't
get
like
rid of
that?
No.
Oh my god! You don't.
Play the next trailer.
Gee, Willie.
Play the next trailer.
I know you watching this. Because you got a kid. You watch. Did you see Moana, the first one?
Have I seen it? I know the song.
Right.
Exactly. So I don't want to hear shit. I know
She's
you're watching
into
it.
this. You're a
Yes,
mom.
I'm into this.
No far out go. Where's the rock? Okay, there we go.
Oh yeah.
You know he got to be there. That's right.
They gave him a great entrance too.
Yeah, I knew they was gonna save him for the end. It makes sense.
Okay.
That's the rock.
They put a little filter on it.
Okay,
but
maybe
it's
it's the
him.
headphones.
And you know they're doing a live action Moana too. Are you excited for that?
No.
There's no, please keep it
It's
animated.
not the same. Live action doesn't do it for you.
No, I don't really care for any of it.
None. Wow. What was the claps for? Did she don't like live action?
He just pressed buttons at this point.
Yeah. What was that one for? Oh, so
Yeah.
that you're going to see for
Yeah,
sure.
I'm more excited for Inside Out too.
Inside Out too.
That
is
Inside Out is one of my favorite movies of all
nice.
time.
It's a lot of people's favorite. What's your least favorite Disney Pixar movie? I'll give you mine too. I know.
Least favorite.
I have mine right on top. I'll give you mine right real
Go
quick.
ahead.
Cars.
Okay, I've never seen
Cars.
it.
Okay, there you
Yeah.
go. Cars is.
I never saw it.
So what's your favorite then? Because you can't think of your least favorite.
I really like Inside Out. I like Soul.
Soul was great.
Yeah.
Soul got to be in the people don't. Hey, Soul is in the top.
Yeah, both of those movies do a good job, even to adults, explaining how emotions or
For sure.
kind of conceptualizing what the spiritual journey is like. And then Coco is a good one too.
Coco is
that I
at
love.
the top
Yeah.
of
Yeah.
mine.
So
Coco
I think
is-
Disney movies, I know they're getting a lot of flack,
They
but
are.
they get to the point without getting on my nerves. Like a rom-com is
Yeah.
going to get on my nerves.
Okay, because it's just too much.
No, it's just like y'all too grown to be
Disney
doing all
movies are
this.
great
Disney
because
movies are
of
great.
of those things that you said. Because it's like there's not a lot of movies that like give the messages that you need. I know there's terrible things that you can say about it, but it's like messages that we all need to hear.
Gotta hear 'em.
especially children.
Yeah.
like they understand these things from these Disney movies, and the stories are told so well. So
Absolutely.
it works.
Yeah.
So you
Yeah.
can never really go wrong with a Disney like
For
animated
sure,
film.
and for us, they touch us. Do you cry on any? I know you probably don't be crying like that. You be like, huh. Everybody be boohooing. You be like,
Well, to an extent, like I'm not going to cry on a rom-com. Like I'm not.
but on a Disney,
but-
Disney, did you cry on Inside Out? Did you cry on Coco?
I cried
you had to have
on
cried
Soul.
on Coco. Okay.
I cry. Grey's Anatomy. Shonda Rhimes. Oh my gosh, she's killed so many people.
And you weren't expecting them to die.
The first death was the worst one. I still think about this character and like what their life would have been like.
Damn.
You was definitely stoned. When
I
you cried on
cried
that.
so much. I
You was
cried
definitely
so
stoned.
much.
Because they were supposed to be.
No, because you just didn't see it coming. You didn't see it coming at all. When you find out, like they had been priming you all season that we're about to lose a character that had cancer.
Okay.
So we're waiting for this character to die, and then this character is not the one that dies, and you're like, oh my gosh. And then I'm glad I have like I can press the
Yeah.
button, go to the next season, but people had to sit and wait 3 months.
Yeah.
To know what was up.
to know what was up, and there's you can even go on Instagram or like TikTok and see people. This scene that I'm talking about is 007, and you can see people like hyperventilating, breakdown.
I think I did just see something about that on TikTok. Yeah. I don't know.
That was the
But you
first
can only-
time.
You've been that emotionally attached to characters before
I cry on
when they died.
I cry on everything.
Do you?
I cry if something happy's happening in a movie. I cry if something sad's happening.
That's
in a movie.
amazing.
Because I like to put myself like directly into this world. I'm like you. I like to think about like, damn, what could have been? How could their life have been? Oh, I'm so
Yeah.
happy that their life is finally back. Like Pursuit of Happiness. When Will
Yeah, that was
comes
a good
out, I'm like, we took this journey with him. This
Yeah.
entire film, watching him struggle. Now he finally made it.
Yeah.
How can you not be happy for that and like shed a tear when he's sharing a tear?
Okay, I will say it doesn't matter who it is, reality TV, movie, TV show, watching a birth always makes me cry.
Okay, now that's crazy.
Yeah. That always makes me cry.
Well, I don't how. That's like an emotional type
Yeah,
of thing.
I mean it's a whole like
Even in the
miracle
movie?
being performed. Yeah, no, like reality TV shows when I see it
reality.
because like after I had my children, I don't remember. Like I clearly don't remember because how I remember and what I was told happened were completely different. So when I watch it, like I was told that I grabbed my children. Like after I like pushed them, I went and grabbed them myself, and I'm like, that's not how it happened. They passed them to me. They're like, no, bitch, like, you went and got your babies. And so when I watch women instinctively, like they have their baby, they do the same thing. It's a really beautiful thing. It's like a whole miracle for all of this to come together successfully. It is a miracle. Like science can't even fully explain it.
Yeah.
So it's just, the closest thing that we see to an act of God being performed in the flesh.
And it wasn't even that painful like they portray in the movies, huh?
What?
This was so crazy, right? Tammy, you didn't feel.
I'm not even going there with you. No. It was painful.
It's like getting kicked in the balls.
It's not getting kicked in the balls and then you have 30 seconds to recoup and it's coming again.
Oh, really?
And that happens for hours and hours and hours.
What? I mean, okay, so in the movies it is like that crazy. Yeah,
it's
tell me the truth. It didn't bother.
No, it hurt.
I definitely respect that.
Yeah.
Sure.
Well, back to it, Brandon. You're going to see Moana too. I'm going to assume.
Oh yeah.
Right out the gate.
Yeah.
Yeah, Candace, I know you're going to see Moana
Easy
too.
call.
You think they're going to have better songs than Moana 1? No. Yeah.
Listen, Disney albums go like, what was
Go
that one?
crazy.
What was the one that with the Mexican family? We don't talk about Bruno. What was the name of that?
Encanto.
Encanto, yeah.
Encanto is my Encanto.
That's a good one
crazy.
too. That's
All
that
the
whole
songs,
album, yeah.
because they had Lin-Manuel.
Yes.
From Hamilton going crazy on there. They got to keep bringing him back, but I understand he's not going to do it for everybody. But like Encanto.
That was a great album.
Oh, you know what we should? No, you shouldn't talk about. Did you see? Well, we can. The Lion King. Did you see the Lion King just did?
She's not into live action play.
No, and I don't even want to discuss that.
She's not into live action.
They just did the play in Hollywood.
She's
Like that.
She's not into
She
musicals.
saw it at least.
I did.
You did? You are into
I saw
musicals.
the clips on TikTok.
That's what I'm saying. We saw the clip.
It went viral.
It went viral. So what was your? How did you feel? Were you happy to see Jason Weaver come back and Timon and Pumbaa and?
I don't know what to think. There's obviously some kind of something happened that didn't look like that was what was supposed to happen.
Okay.
I would say. And I think Kim Kardashian is brilliant, and she knows how to play the media very well.
Absolutely.
So, what are if I look at the KPIs right now, what's happening? We're talking about the play. Now people are going to want to go see it.
Yep.
We're talking about Northwest.
Yep.
We're talking about her outfit.
Yep.
So that's the
It's
result.
working.
So
And
whatever
that's
else,
all
all
that
the other
matters.
noise, it doesn't matter.
What about her
because
outfit?
I think it was
Yeah.
fly, but
Yeah.
it also did not match the attire of the cast.
She wore what she wanted to wear.
But it was marketing.
Yep.
Clearly, it was marketing.
Absolutely.
So that's what I'm looking at. All the other opinions and thoughts on what happened. It is what it is.
That was the only thing that
This
was
is
the big
kind
thing.
of the
It
Hollywood.
is. It
hot
kind of
seat.
goes into Hollywood. That's why
That's
I
a
was
good
like,
one.
I said, yeah.
We got to be on top of those because I almost forgot about that.
Yeah, that was a big thing. The Lion
Yeah.
King thing. You know what I mean? Did you see the clips from that too, Candace and Jay? No? Okay, well, they did. They brought everybody back to do a live rendition of the Lion King musical. And it was a big moment and it was a big thing. But people were upset because Northwest did Young Simba, and
Why were they upset?
because
What's the issue?
Because it was Northwest doing it. You know what I mean? They just felt it should have been somebody else more qualified as a kid.
Well,
Who's
they're
more
doing it.
qualified as a kid
There are
right now?
children in LA,
There's a
that
lot
trained
of kids
for this.
that's been that since they're in birth.
They're already on Broadway.
They're already, and they showed on. I saw on TikTok different auditions. From kids.
One of the moms who made
of
the
the
final
moms.
three,
Yeah.
and Northwest was in the final three. She
was
went
hot.
off.
She was
Listen,
hot.
I hear what y'all trying to say,
I get what you probably say.
but she was born ready. Like Michael Jackson was born ready. You don't gotta. You don't.
Well, you can't put.
You don't
Michael in
gotta
the same-
train.
You don't,
No. Do you think?
I'm not-
do you
I'm
think?
not
Hold
saying
on.
that
Can I counter that?
Please.
Wait. Let me
I
clarify.
want-
I'm not saying
Okay.
Northwest is Michael Jackson.
Okay.
I'm just
Yeah,
saying
that's-
that like some people don't have to go to Juilliard to freaking be on Broadway. Some people could just be on Broadway, and some people could just be dope.
May I?
Prince is just dope.
I want you
Michael
to,
Jackson
please,
is just
Tammy.
born
May
talented.
I?
Yes.
Do you think that talent overrides skill?
I think that skill is a talent. I think that skill is a talent.
One could say that. Okay. Think about
But-
people who are great. Do you think that they rest in peace to Kobe Bryant, Gigi? But do you see she's got the talent, but she also needs to put in the work. You don't get to just be a hooper just because you're a child of Kobe Bryant. You
Why
still
not?
got to put in work.
You gotta put
and
in
I
work.
understand, Northwest gets to cut the line. That's her birthright.
Yeah.
Right.
But also,
birthright is
okay.
okay.
Get her ready. So
Get
she
her-
goes out there and she's proud of herself too. Because I'm sure that's gotta hurt for people to be making fun of her online. That's not cool to set her up for that.
Because that was her first
when you
time
do
ever
great
doing
things,
anything
people
like
hate.
that.
When you do great things, people hate.
Yeah,
And
people
that
are
comes with the
definitely going to hate.
territory.
But
For
you know,
sure.
she was up there and she was very age appropriate. But this was an actual production where this is what people have dedicated their livelihoods to, including children. And I
Right.
think that,
But now more
maybe,
people
you know,
get to see it
Like
because
Blue,
I'm in it.
Right.
Blue Ivy, when Beyonce, of course, there's other kids who can be performing on tour with Beyonce, but she used her daughter. But Blue practiced and got better with every show. Did you see those clips? She kept getting better and better and
Right.
better and more confident and doper and
so will
doper.
Northwest.
Yeah, and so will Northwest for sure.
so will Northwest.
Because her
She's a
father's not
star.
going to allow, like, you know.
Oh yeah, not gonna.
He's
play
not going to allow that.
He probably
at all.
he probably
And
upset that she didn't
no,
get trained.
I think they are so proud of her, and they should be, because it takes a lot of confidence to get up there and go do that.
Yeah.
That had to be so scary for her. So that's a very proud moment.
Yeah.
But it was a bit confusing for a lot of people, understandably so.
Yeah.
And she'll get better, just like Blue Ivy. I mean, Blue Ivy, her parents are perfectionists.
Yeah,
And you
For
saw
sure.
you saw the growth, and of course she gets to cut the line, and she gets to be a dancer on this tour because of who she is, and that's just her right.
Yeah. See, bro, well, did you? You
I
didn't-
agree
you
but
didn't
disagree.
See it. You didn't see
I
it.
agree
huh?
but disagree.
Did you see it at all? Did you see when she did it?
Yeah, I saw the clips. I just saw
okay,
clips of
okay,
it. But
okay.
I just disagree.
You disagree that she shouldn't be there?
I think part of it is because of her birth, right? And part of it is because she's just dope.
Mm-hmm.
And it's simple as like that. A lot of kids have famous parents.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of kids aren't as dope
She's
as
dope,
other
but
kids. Some
she
kids
don't-
are
she not
some
talented
famous
with
kids.
the
Some famous
singing.
people's kids
I
are
don't wanna put
doper
her
than other
down.
famous people's kids.
I feel you on that, but
You know, she's got
They
a cool
are.
personality.
she has
I
a
don't-
great personality.
Yeah.
She has star quality. She has the presence.
she
but
has
she
it.
can't sing yet like the people that can sing. I know
Says
I'm
who?
not trying to put her. I mean, I just
Says
seen
who?
her. I just seen her not be able to sing compared to like the people who did audition for Simba. You know what I'm saying? Nothing against her. I don't want be telling I'm putting down no kid, but she just wasn't that. You know.
I don't think I don't think that you have to be able to sing incredibly. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like
You
the
don't for
performance-
Broadway?
The performance was unique because she sang it like a kid.
Okay.
She didn't sing it like a grown woman trying to be an opera artist. You feel me?
Yeah.
And that was great. That made it great to me.
Okay.
So yeah,
I'll take that.
we can
You
move
know?
on though.
I'll take that. Hey, she did her thing. Shout out to Northwest and the Lion King crew. It was a great show. It did well, and it did what it was supposed to do. It went viral. I didn't even know it was happening until all of that happened. You know what I mean? So it did its thing. Give us a recipe. What's next on Hollywood?
Let's move on because we kind of running.
We all right.
Let's go to Will Smith. Did you see Will Smith? I'll just read it. Will Smith has been bringing in those coins at the box office since 1992.
Yeah.
Bank.
I've seen every Will movie.
Every summer.
Yeah.
Every year.
Easy.
Yeah.
He's bringing in Bad Boys.
Yeah.
Independence Day.
Boom.
Men in Black.
Yeah.
Enemy of the State.
Love
Wild
it.
Wild West. Men in Black 2. Bad Boys 2. iRobot.
On it.
Shark Tale.
Love it.
Hitch.
Favorites.
The Pursuit of Happiness.
Oh, cried.
I Am Legend, Hancock, Men in Black 3, Suicide Squad, Bad Boys for Life, Aladdin. We can keep going though.
King Richard.
King Richard. What else? Another one.
I mean,
I feel like you got
Just
most
like
of the-
all of them are hundreds of millions of dollars at the box office.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he can go to the Oscars and Oscars and
he
slap whoever he
barely-
want at
Did you
this
say
point.
the Pounds movie?
that's not on there because of the money. Like that and Wild Wild West didn't do the money well. Those are the only two not on there. And
They just talking about
and,
ones that are like hundreds of millions and up.
there's one
That
more.
one, 7
He got,
pounds was
he
it?
got
That
a couple
was hard. That was-
billion
I love
dollar
that.
joints.
And Collateral Beauty. Those are the only three movies that's not on there just because they didn't do the money. Collateral Beauty, Wild Wild West, 7 pounds.
Muhammad Ali.
Muhammad Ali.
Ali should have been on there for sure.
Should have been on
why,
there, yeah.
I don't know why they left that off because that did. No. Will's my favorite
what
actor.
else?
So,
What else?
I mean,
Yeah. He can slap whoever he wants.
Did you cry on 7 pounds too?
absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. It was great, right?
Yeah, I didn't cry though.
Well,
I had a 6-year-old child, so I detached. I was like, nope, not getting into those emotions.
oh, wow. Yeah, I mean, it was such a great, just Will, just the way he went about it, the way he was said. You didn't know what was really happening until towards the end. Like, I'm
It was
dying.
heartbreaking.
I'm giving everybody everything of me kind
was
of thing. And that was, that was
Yeah.
tough, you know?
It was too heavy.
It was heavy.
So I just had
God, I
to
love you,
observe.
Will. Yeah.
Yeah, you can go into things without getting emotions attached.
You can.
Yeah.
You can. I can't. I don't know what it is. I'm
Bless
like,
your heart.
I'm in. I'm fully invested in some stuff. If it doesn't get me, if it doesn't pull on my heartstrings somehow or do something, I'm like, okay, y'all didn't do it enough for me. But yeah, Will's great.
Yeah.
That's it. That's the main. That's the moral of the story.
Yeah.
He's back now. Bad Boys 4 is going to be. Please tell me you want to see that, Tammy.
Bad Boys 4?
Yes.
I don't go to the movies to watch action movies like that. I just...
Did you like Bad Boys?
And
1,
the
2,
second
3?
one?
But you will watch it.
Yeah.
You're just not going to go to the theaters. But you like Will. And
I
Martin.
do. I love
But
Will.
I think it
Yeah,
will do
and
great
Martin.
at the theaters. I think that
It is
was
gonna
the
do great at
importance
theaters.
of that article is that Will Smith, despite like people not really going to the theaters anymore like we used
Yeah,
to,
we just don't.
like,
And that's the big problem they
but
have right
Will
now.
Smith has consistently been able to draw folks out.
Yep.
Yeah.
And bring that
he's
back.
like
in.
one of the only ones that consistently can do it, even in the age of like, we don't even care if there's stars in it. We're not going to go see it. We will
Especially,
wait.
especially for black actors.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He's one of the only like main black actors that, you know, he can do a movie and we're gonna go watch.
Yeah. I'll go to the movies for
Consistently.
sure. I went for Challengers.
How was that?
It was cool.
So you like Zendaya? I mean,
yeah,
of course,
I
because you
do.
tennis. So that's your thing.
Yeah. And then
Challengers Out Here was great too. I
yeah,
need to go check
Challengers
that.
was good. I don't even know what the movie I saw before that was.
But Zendaya as well.
Yeah,
Zendaya
she'll
was
She
pull
draw.
you.
consistently
She's a
pulls
draw.
folks out.
She's
Yeah.
a draw right now.
Yeah,
Are
because
those
people are going to see Dune.
yeah. Are those our only two black actors, actresses right now that
I went to
fully-
see Black Panther. The second one.
So that's Marvel. Marvel for sure gonna pull us in
True.
anyway.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
True.
Regardless on who.
I don't know. Marvel's been kind of
but
black.
Michael B and Chadwick Boseman, they
Yeah.
pulled us. They can pull
Michael
folks
B.
out.
Michael B. for sure is pulling people right now for sure.
Yeah, Chadwick used to pull us.
Does Samuel L. pull you out? Samuel not gonna pull you.
It depends on what it is.
by
He's
himself.
not like a theater draw like that anymore.
Denzel
Denzel.
will.
Idris, absolutely.
Idris maybe. I'm gonna say maybe. Forrest no. Idris maybe. Jamie, I think Jamie will with his next one with him and Cameron Diaz. Absolutely.
Okay.
People have been wanting to see Cameron. It's been 20 years.
Love
And Kevin Hart.
Cameron.
You know,
And The
Kevin,
Rock.
Oh, Kevin's the biggest, and The Rock is the biggest. We tripping. Kevin and The Rock for sure.
Yeah.
Those are the main ones.
It's all of them are, yeah.
Yeah, that's about it.
Yeah, give me a sports movie. Or give me
There
a weed
hasn't
movie.
been.
We haven't had a weed movie in
There
like 20
hasn't.
years.
And speaking of weed movies, let's go to Blaze Blockbuster.
Smoke weed every day.
I've seen
to
some
it.
of these.
Okay, I know it's a lot of it's some because you know what? Looking up stoned movies, there's not a lot. There's not a lot. They have movies on there that they try to consider as stoner films. I'm like, that wasn't
I think you
really
missing a-
that.
Yeah, you're missing some.
Missing a bunch, bro.
Am I?
Yeah.
Pull up
Yeah.
some. What you thinking? Get what you
What's-
off the top. What you think? Then
What's
there's
the
something.
one that Snoop and Wiz did? It's not on this list.
Oh yeah,
Mac and
they were in
Dre.
high school.
Mac, you know what? I have that and the character. You know what? Take one off then to add that. I need a pen. Can I get a pen real quick so we can? I'll take off because this was the top. Thank you. This was
Does
the top
Car Wash count
15.
as a weed movie?
And see, that was the thing.
And then
like,
some of these on here aren't really weed movies. They just like have a couple stoner like
Yeah.
in them.
but that's the thing with the stoner joint movies. It was like that's how they were trying to gauge it on.
No, Harold and Kumar are definitely weed movies.
Yeah.
These are
Dazed and Confused.
these are all weed movies.
They did that, and I tried to pick the main because the ones I didn't pick were like, okay, this is not really a stoner movie. Mac and Dad was
And
on
then
no
you don't-
list.
What you trying to
Of
say? You don't
top-
have
of
enough
top-
black ones on here,
Of
bro.
top, we don't
Okay,
have
but-
that. We don't. I mean, I guess
Stop.
we do. They weren't on any top list because I guess they don't consider Black Stone movies
Who
as the
is
best.
they?
Yeah, it was a movie
Six websites. I
with
went.
two of our weed godfathers. Like, why not?
Which one?
Wiz and Snoop.
Wiz and
Oh yeah, that was on. That was crazy.
Yeah.
I thought about
And then
that.
they turned it into a tour. Like,
They did. So okay. So what would you take off of here and add that movie on here? To Let's do
number
that.
10, just because I don't think I've seen it.
Bill and Ted.
Yeah, I haven't seen it.
Okay, you know what? We'll take Bill and Ted out, which is
Or
crazy.
The Big Lebowski. I
Big
think
Lebowski is a classic.
I have to watch
It's a
these.
stoner film for sure.
I have to watch these.
For sure.
I don't
Fast-
watch movies.
Fast Times at Ridgemont High.
Classic.
That's
That
a
was
It's
good
a
one.
classic,
It's a
but it's like one
classic.
stoner dude in the movie. It's not really about the
stoner
stoners.
movies. Yeah.
But
But here's the
But
thing,
it
Bill and
was- it
Ted
was
wasn't even a
important for pop
stoner movie.
culture.
okay, how do we want to rate these by? Because
I
there's
like
different
Friday.
categories that we could rate them by.
Yeah.
Friday. That one has the more like the most rewatch ability.
Like
Okay.
Friday.
rewatchability,
So yeah.
comedy,
Com-
Or are we
Comedy.
basing it off of how
accurate they are
how
to
big of
stoner
a
life.
stoner movie it was? We can do it like that.
How big it is.
I mean, if it's how big it was, then Cheech and Chong Up in Smoke on this list becomes the top spot because
And it was number one on every list.
Yeah.
But for you-
how iconic it is in the stoner like stoner environment in the stoner.
Because it's for you. So
ecosystem.
what would you base these movies at in stoner culture? What
Yes.
what would you
Stoner
consider
culture.
as like
The top
1 to 10,
stoner
top
culture.
the top the best to least? Let's run that
stoner culture, Cheech and Chong Up in Smoke would have to go number one
off top
off top.
for sure.
Harold and
Just
Kumar
because
is
them.
funny, but we
sure?
got to put them down a little bit. They've got a whole bunch.
Cheech and Chong, they made. I feel like
just-
they made smoking culture.
The
a
only
big
thing I'm gonna say about Cheech and Chong, Tammy,
Oh no.
and you and your community, I'm halfway a part of y'all community, but like, don't hate me for this, but Cheech and Chong, I feel like their films contributed to a lot of the stereotypes that people have on stoner culture and people that smoke weed because it's like, oh, they're so like idiotic. They're so slow and like
That's
they
how it
can't
was
think.
back then,
They're
right?
brain fried and they're like, dude,
Isn't that what they liked back then?
like you smoke weed and you become instantly like, it's funny, but it's like it makes the stoners look like they just can't even
I hear
walk
you.
around life and like you can
hear
smoke
you.
weed and like create a whole business and do a podcast and raise your kids and they
But back
can
in the
smoke weed and they
70s,
can't even like
That's
function.
that's what people thought about weed back then. That was
Right,
going
but
like
it made everybody
Woodstock
think that
and-
weed was bad.
Well,
it made you think
So
like
did- so
if
did
you-
Dare.
It made it.
So did the Dare program.
Right, they are them and Dare are equal.
No.
Dare still
They
exists,
made
too.
people scared of cannabis because it's
Tell
like,
us, give
okay,
us your
I don't want
breakdown,
my
Tammy.
kids to be like those idiots.
Now, do you really think that they could control the messaging of what and how all of this went down?
Don't hate me. I'm just saying
I'm
that's
just
my
saying.
perspective.
So the
You-
Cheech and Chong characters are important, irregardless
For sure.
of how they behaved in the movie. What if I told you that the government incentivized Hollywood to make stoners and people who consumed weed a certain type of way?
Mm-hmm.
They paid them for that. They got all kind of kickbacks. So the history is there that it was intentional to make it look a certain way so that people would perceive it a certain way so that it
Yeah.
would match the legislation that made no sense.
Yeah.
The jig is up. We know now.
Gotcha.
Well, we know now. We know
know
now.
Yeah.
For sure.
But we can still appreciate.
They're the biggest though.
Yeah, we can appreciate
and
their
I think
adventure.
the movie was hilarious. I think
Yeah.
I always rewatched it not too long ago when we were reviewing Wii movies a while ago. Yeah, so it's still
Yeah,
hilarious. So,
it's-
some funny scenes,
It's
bro.
funny, just like what was the one? Reefer Madness is funny. Like
Yeah.
we knew that's not how it went down.
Yeah.
But it
still-
does its job.
Yeah.
It just-
And Pineapple Express and Harold and Kumar, it didn't go down like
Yeah.
that either.
But it's funny.
But and that's to like the stoner movie that needs to happen now.
Yeah.
We need a more realistic approach. Like if we could remake Weeds. How we
Oh, yeah.
saw
Shout out to
a
Paige
house
Kennedy for
mom
that.
that
Right.
was slinging weed. That was
Yeah.
a more realistic view of
Yeah.
what stoners actually look like. It's just regular, everyday people.
Yeah.
So
I
the
think
stoner
Friday
movie
does too. It's like
Yeah.
Friday is a movie where it's like
It's Friday.
I'm
It's
smoking
Friday
my
number
weed 'cause
2.
This is what I
Friday's
do.
number 2 for me, for sure.
Do you
I
think
don't.
Friday would be number 2 for this list as far as
I
for
think-
stoner culture?
Half Baked is up there too.
Half-Baked would probably-
half baked and Friday are like up there, like 2A and 2B.
Let's just do a top 5.
Top 5? We can do
Yeah,
that.
because I haven't seen all of these.
Okay, we can do top. We can do top. Okay, let's do. Candace, you think?
and
you
we
think,
can pull up. We can even if we could pull up like a scene from one of them that we haven't seen.
I feel
Okay.
like
Candace, you think Friday? You think Friday and Half Baked are kind of teeter totting?
yeah.
Half Baked is a bit like that was all
That was all weed.
That was all
And
weed.
Dave Chappelle was incredible.
And that was Dave Chappelle's like
Yeah.
only lead movie realistically
Yeah.
for him. You know what I'm saying? Like
Pineapple Express as well.
Pineapple Express. I
Pineapple
love
Express
that's for
is-
me.
And then
Solid.
How High was my
And
favorite
then
weed
How
movie growing up.
High. People
Yeah.
love
We're
How
talking
High,
about the
bro.
culture.
Yeah.
So this is what it's about, the culture. So in the stoner like Cheech and Chong is for sure.
Yeah.
Who would people say would be next?
I'll give it to Harold and Kumar for 6. Because one, you see a Southeast Asian and an Asian doing a weed movie, which is culturally like
You never seen it.
You're not supposed to embrace that.
Yeah.
So they're doing it and they're hilarious. The
Dang,
one where
that
they go
shit
to
was
White
hilarious.
Castle, the one
Yeah.
where they go to
Yeah.
White Castle, that
Yeah.
I cried watching that movie,
yeah.
laughing
Harold
so
and
hard.
Kumar, and we might be shading them a little, putting them that low.
You think
Yeah,
so?
I feel
For
like,
what-
but it's such a
They were
tough,
hilarious.
it's such a tough fight. They deserve
They
the 6
made
spots.
like 4 or 5 of them.
Yeah.
They should be up there. Like
Yeah, and they were pretty accurate in their depiction of.
They were pretty accurate.
Yeah.
Here we go. Here, this is which one is this one?
A collection.
Oh, this is Knocked Up right here.
I mean,
was-
yeah,
Knocked Up was on the list,
Seth
too.
Rogen has to have a top
Seth
5
Rogen
spot.
has
Yeah,
his own,
so,
yeah.
but
Pineapple Express.
Yeah,
But Pineapple Express.
What? It was all weed too. The
Pineapple
character.
Express.
Yeah.
I think Pineapple Express is so good because it made you want to try Pineapple Express.
Yeah.
The name itself,
That
and
was
it's
the whole
like
thing.
now
Yeah.
they have a whole. Don't they have a strain? And they have a.
They might have.
There's-
They
I'm
have
sure
a
they do
store.
now.
there's a store called.
There's
Pineapple
a store
Express.
called Pineapple Express
Yeah.
now because of this
Oh
movie.
damn, that's crazy.
Yeah,
They made a whole. They made a whole brand out of it. So
Yeah. See,
I
Pineapple
haven't
Express
seen
is up
this.
there.
Which one is this one right here, Jay? This is okay. This is
Dazed.
Dazed
okay,
and
but
Confused.
this is like
Dazed
a
and-
top 10 for sure.
Yeah,
This is a
without
top 10.
having
Da-
watched it. Half Baked was great.
Half Baked
It was great.
phenomenal.
Dazed and
Phenomenal.
Dazed and Confused is like from the 80s. I feel
It
like.
is.
And
It
went-
is.
I have
and,
to go back
um,
and watch these.
It's been
movies.
yeah.
It's like it was like the predecessor to Project X or Superbad.
Yeah, it was.
It's like
back.
Superbad. It was like a group of high school kids.
Superbad was
that,
on the list, too.
wanted to-
Superbad is a great one, but
I
that's
can-
like they're trying to get booze and
Yeah.
bitches.
And that's why I didn't add it because it was on the list
Yeah.
for stoner. I'm like, this is not really a stoner movie.
Dazed
Yeah.
and Confused is like reminds me of Superbad.
Okay, this
Like
is,
the storyline, like what they're trying to do.
Which one is this one right here? I don't know, but are they high?
Yeah, for sure.
So where are we on the list?
We got Cheech number 1. We got Harold and Kumar at 6. What are we putting that to?
Number 2, let's go Half Baked.
Half Baked for sure.
Half
Yeah.
Baked.
Half Baked. Okay.
Number 3,
Ted was on the list too.
Friday.
Friday.
For the culture, Friday was that.
I mean, Friday is so
And-
quotable.
And you,
It is so quotable.
and when you think about it, you
And
got to think
smoky.
about and get me out like I'm a stoner. You got to think about everybody. Stoner, you know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like,
Right.
is Friday only for the African American culture community of stoner, or is it for
Yeah,
the
if
masses?
we're going black stoners, then Friday's number 1.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, How
But-
High is number 2.
Okay.
Half Baked would be number 3.
Okay,
We'll
right.
give Harold and Kumar 4.
Right. Okay. So if we're talking the masses, then yeah, we keep
But yeah,
Cheech,
for like the
Half-Baked,
whole
just
thing, like
everybody.
yeah, cultural impact. Like I'm sure they would probably even say Dazed and Confused would probably be 1 or 2.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
was, it was. It
But
was
I
on 2 on
can't
all the
speak
lists.
as a whole. But me personally, rewatching, if you give me this list of movies that I have to pick out, I'm going Friday, How High, or Harold and Kumar.
Harold and Kumar. That's what I'm saying. Harold
Yeah.
and Kumar is kind of low on the list right now.
Yeah, it's kind of low on the list, but I
It's
just say that
really like
because
3.
impactfully, like it only touched certain people. I guess kind of like
Yeah.
Friday did too.
Yeah.
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 Plus, Harold Kumar, they didn't. It wasn't about stoner the whole time. I feel like
Yeah,
they was
they're
on
good
this journey
actors.
for White Castles. They were, it started
Yeah.
off that because really, you know what I mean. So at 6, it makes sense.
Yeah,
for me.
versus some of these other movies, the whole storyline
whole-
is weed.
Absolutely.
How High, the storyline is weed. So same thing with Half Baked. Like
So
Pineapple
Half Baked.
Express.
So Friday will go after Half
and
Baked.
Friday too, like he got fired on his day off, and then we watched him
and
get high for the first time and have the best day of his life.
And he was smoking ever since in every movie. In any other movie, Ice Cube was smoking after that. Okay, Cheech and Chong,
Yeah.
Half Baked, Friday 3.
Friday.
Friday.
For the culture, Friday
Yeah,
was a big.
'cause
Friday is a
Smokey-
big thing
Yeah,
nowadays.
because Friday was never the same once Smokey was gone. Because he was a big part of it. Like he was such a big part of it.
We got an argument last week. Which one's
really?
funnier? Funnier, Friday or next Friday? Funnier.
Right, next Friday.
Thank you. Thank you. That's all I wanted.
What?
That's it.
But that's because of Mike Epps.
Thank you. That's all. You don't even got to say nothing
and
else.
the neighbors.
And thank you.
And we talked about how Chris Tucker didn't want to be in the movie because he
Gave his life to God.
Yeah.
Because
He
he,
don't-
doesn't
he didn't
smoke weed.
wanna
He
be-
didn't want to advocate for weed.
He didn't want to. Yeah.
I wish he had the education. I hope now that he knows what it is and
Yeah.
that
He
it's
does-
from God.
he does
it's
now.
Genesis 129. Look it up.
He does now. They just can't get the script right over there. I think that's really
Okay,
it.
but-
Everybody just wants so much now because they're so bigger now, and like they're trying to figure it out.
I mean, I understand that.
Yeah. It's tough.
That
now.
would be a dream if we could get Smokey and Cube.
Smokey, Cube, Day Day, Money
Day-Day.
Mike, Damon. Come on now, like damn.
All together,
is crazy.
that would be the movie. That would unite us. The
and
way
That
the
would
way
unite.
that not
Wars
like
would end. Okay, everything would be great again if we get that. Jeez. Okay, Cheech, Half Baked, number 3, Friday. What we got for 4, Tammy? What would you think for the culture? What would be next?
I know what she wants.
What does she want?
What do I want?
How she
How
wants How
High.
High.
Yeah.
How high?
But
Of course.
I don't think How High reached everybody.
Nah, How High
I'm not
was
a How High.
incredible.
Was it incredible?
It was incredible.
Incredible as a
Yes.
stoner movie or incredible as like incredible?
Where were
As a
you?
stoner movie.
Where were you when you first watched How High?
I
Where were you
couldn't
at
tell
in
you
life?
that.
Where
I
were you at in
couldn't.
life?
Because I was probably in high school and had never smoked weed before.
Yeah, you was
Okay.
you was
Yeah.
such a
So
perfect
when
angel. yo.
I
what
was
moment in your
aware.
life
Crazy.
did How
You
High
were.
really click for you? When what moment did you watch How High and it was like, okay, this really clicked for me now?
I don't know because I was looking at Method Man like, damn, he's fine.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right. That don't have nothing to do with anything.
Got nothing to do with this.
Oh, yeah.
reason.
y'all don't watch content because somebody's fine.
Not-
That's
We
just
talking
me.
about
Not
we're
'cause a
talking
man
about weed.
is
We're
fine.
talking about
I
weed
mean,
culture
that is
though.
just-
We're
that
talking about
is
weed
just-
culture.
I
Yeah.
mean, they can't be fine in weed movies. Like,
They
I don't understand.
Oh, look, here we go right here. Look at this. This is what we liked.
Yeah,
yeah.
he was fine.
I bet you remember what they're talking about though, without hearing it. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, you know this scene. It's like movies that have the quotable scenes that you remember.
That was the only quotable scene from How High, right? Or am I tripping?
Nah, bro. And then that dean they had.
I forgot the dean.
The freaking principal was crazy.
Oh man. Okay.
Yeah, it's a lot of. It's
I don't-
it's
such a
actually
good
one of the
movie.
movies that's like it's weed throughout the whole
It
movie.
is. It is. I just don't think everyone was on How High like that. And I
Well,
could
it
be wrong.
wasn't for everyone.
It was just for us.
Yeah.
But okay, so for the stoner culture though, do you think white people stoners was on How High?
So stoner culture also has its niches. It's not just one conglomerate. Like there are right wing stoners, there are left wing stoners.
Yeah.
There
that doesn't
are,
make sense to me. How?
Yeah, there's
You
you know
either
you
smoke
have
and get high or you don't.
you've got
No.
the heady boys. They're
What's
their
that?
genre. They're like they only want the gas.
Mm-hmm.
They usually have on a backpack.
Okay.
Okay.
I always wear my
They got a
heady boy
uniform.
outfit when I go.
Yes.
Yes, they've got a fucking uniform.
It's like a-
yes.
like
so
Gotcha.
there's the heady
Marijuana
boys.
gangs. Okay.
Yep. There's the sad girls.
Okay.
The SAG?
The sad
Sad.
girls that smoke weed.
I thought we smoked
Okay.
weed to like be happy.
No, there's the sad, depressed, anxiety girls who
Okay.
drink coffee for breakfast and hit their vape pen.
Okay.
That's a genre.
Wow. I didn't know. What else?
You got the parents.
Okay.
They're like, fuck these kids.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah,
But the
Now
weed,
that I've seen that.
yeah,
Okay, that
but
makes
the weed
sense.
helps,
Yeah.
right?
Okay.
And then you got the people that utilize it for sex.
Is weed good for sex?
Absolutely.
Aphrodisiac
No, not marijuana.
Tested,
That's a way.
verified.
and
Okay.
approved,
Really?
certified.
So you can't be too. It's not a thing where it's like, oh, I'm too high. This thing, I don't want to.
No whiskey dick here.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna believe you. I am gonna assume you know. That makes sense. Okay. All right. What else we got?
The occasional smokers.
Okay.
The active people who use it as a part of their self-care routine. Mm-hmm. And then you have like the medical patients that
They need
needed
that.
to survive. So you're catering to
This is
different
huge.
people. Like
That's why
you're marketing.
that's why it's a $1 billion industry.
Well, no, this is why brands don't succeed. They're all catering to one demographic. You're not thinking about other demographics. Like sad girls don't want pink, cutesy, like small milligram dosage. They want to be punched in the fucking face.
Oh wow.
Like, give them something strong and market to them respectfully. They also want information. The moms, they want information. The parents, they want information. The heady boys, they want the best bang for their buck. They
wanna
want
be
it to
lit.
smell
They
good, and they
wanna
want to
be-
get as much as they can for the
Yeah.
cheapest amount that they can. So you've got to market, and our movie tastes are different too. Like the moms might like weeds more than they
Yeah.
like Friday.
Which category are you?
Me, I am
All.
me. Oh,
can't be
I'm the
all.
active stoner who's a medical patient. That's also a mom that like give me the gas. I'm
Oh,
a heady
wow.
girl, kinda. Yeah,
You're
I'm
a
hitting
heady,
dabs.
Heady girl
Yeah.
/ moms.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so I feel a few, and I'm also the educated stoner.
You definitely are educated, for sure. Okay.
All right, let's wrap up this list.
Okay.
Let's wrap up the list.
Let's get to 4 and 5 then. We'll do 6 because the bottom after that we probably haven't really seen like that.
I know I haven't seen all
That's
these, so I
okay.
just feel so
Halfback-
disrespectful.
No,
I feel
well,
like there's one after Cheech and Chong that I
think-
can't think of.
Honestly, I gotta be real. I probably would have put Pineapple Express.
Oh yeah, they're top 5. I thought we already agreed on that.
I would go
'Cause Seth
Pineapple
Rogen
Express
has to be
and
up there.
The Big Lebowski next.
Okay.
I would have thought Pineapple might have been higher than like Friday a little bit. No, actually, no, that's crazy. That's crazy.
We
That's
going
crazy.
off. We going off the
You're right.
the heady girl list.
Pineapple should be next then, because Pineapple was a big thing.
It's the heady girls list.
Pineapple Express, 4.
Yeah.
What would go 5?
The Big Lebowski. Bro,
never
that
seen
joint
the Big-
is that joint
I
is
agree.
hilarious. Oh yeah, we
Big Le-
forgot about
Big
Days of
Lebowski
Confused.
is
But we
always
ne-
number
a lot-
one.
a lot
I
of
am
Lots
gonna
of
go home
lists.
and watch that.
Big Lebowski and Days of Confused were like 1 and 2 on every
We have
list.
to go to Big Lebowski, bro.
Big Lebowski.
It's such a classic movie.
It is. It's very.
And it's
very
funny, and he
I am
made stoner.
shocked you haven't seen that.
He made being a stoner look fly and fun.
I'm surprised, Tammy, that you have not seen the big people. They say
You should-
they
you should
reference
definitely
this.
watch it.
all
I feel
the
like
time.
I've seen it as a kid. So a lot of these
As a
things,
kid?
yeah, I have big brothers. Like,
Okay, that makes
they was
sense.
grown when I was born, damn near. So I was exposed to a lot of the things of the 80s and 90s as a little kid.
Okay.
As a little tyke.
Yeah. Okay.
So
Cheech,
wherever
Half Baked Friday, Pineapple Express, Big Lebowski, Harold and Kumar.
Well, I feel like that's a great
Yeah.
list.
That's great. I mean,
Let's
How
just-
High could
let's-
probably go there next if you want to, but we, you know.
How high is top 5 for me? And I'll always have
give
an
her
apple
her
of my
how
eye.
high
It can't
on
be-
her heady girls mom's list.
How High cannot be high. You know what? I would give you How High before Harold. No, I can't. Harold and Kumar is too big. Harold and Kumar is a big deal, right? People reference
is.
Harold and Kumar all the time, but How High is
And
big.
how high, but I mean, we still look at. But also, what are Harold and Kumar doing in the weed industry?
What you mean?
Exactly.
What, is How High doing something?
What are Method Man and Redman doing in the weed industry?
They are part of the weed. So that's the
are
other category that I would say we would
ingrained.
rank them all as like who is in them that contributes to the cannabis community.
Right. So that list right
Like-
there, all those people are in weeds to
Yeah,
some extent.
Like Seth Rogen is deep into the
sure. He's
big.
cannabis industry.
Seth can be
Cheech and Chong
See,
as
so-
well.
Ice Cube
So it
is
would
in
be
the
second
cannabis
Cheech would
industry.
damn near be number 1 and 2 if that was
Exactly.
the case.
So that I mean, and then Method Man and Redman are trying to change legislation. They're not just
Oh, I didn't know that.
talking about it. Yeah, they're active. Like
Okay.
they're legends. You have to give them their respect. Their movie was
Nice.
good.
That movie
it wasn't for everybody.
It was good. It
but-
wasn't for everyone.
Yeah, but thank you for making it for. I'm glad I'm part of the people they made it for.
Okay, I agree.
Yeah.
These have Snoop on it. Top 5 of them have Snoop in it.
He doesn't have any besides Mac and Dev.
Yeah, that's. I feel like they got 2 of those, right?
Yeah.
No, they got 1 of those.
Oh,
Did you like Mac and Dev?
yeah,
I mean, of course, you know, I watched that the other day. I was like, it's all right.
yeah. I mean,
But let's wrap up the list because we still going.
I feel like
she
it's
said talk
there.
because she didn't see the rest of them. We can stop it. We can
I
go
think
at
yeah.
6.
So we're
Okay.
good there.
For the culture.
the
Number 1,
culture.
Cheech and Chong, Up in Smoke, which is a big deal. I mean, those 2 are icons. You think about smoking, you think about Cheech and Chong, they still get referenced. Even if you never seen it in their movies, you still know who Cheech and Chong is. Have to. Half Baked, Dave Chappelle, number 2. One of his main biggest movie, biggest film, Stoner Throughout. I forgot what the name of some of
And
the
Dave
stuff was.
Chappelle is deep in the cannabis industry as a advocate as well.
I didn't know that, but that makes a lot of sense. This is hilarious right here. Is that him? That is him too. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Yeah, there's
remember
smoke a lot.
he was crying. He said, "Get off me, bitch! This is great."
Yeah.
Right here.
It's a classic.
It is.
Yeah.
Get off me.
Yeah.
Yeah, Chappelle was incredible. in
Yeah,
this.
this
my
okay.
God.
That makes sense. Number
Classic
3,
Dave.
Friday.
Friday.
Everybody loves Friday.
Yeah.
Smokey is an icon, and it's that. Pineapple Express,
Yep.
Seth Rogen, James Franco, for sure. Big deal. They got their own store. I didn't know that. They got no strains going around. That's dope. Big Lebowski, classic. It damn near kicked off, the culture,
Yeah.
Yep.
after Cheech. So that's there for sure. Harold and Kumar.
Yeah.
Harold and Kumar is big. Major.
Now let's get something going for the times, the current times. Like,
What is in the current times?
I don't know. Go follow
Like,
a
what's-
stoner around.
What's
Like,
the most
hell,
recent weed
There's not a most recent.
emulate someone like
Ted.
myself.
Ted?
Ted, I mean, but it wasn't. There's no stoner movies. People now are just getting stoned in movies.
Yeah, exactly, but we
And
need
scenes.
we need a culture movie. Like,
Yeah.
what is it like to be just a smoker living in LA or working in the weed industry in LA? Like, fictionalize some stuff like that. And then you've got all the stoners, they all live here.
You should write that.
Should I write it?
You should write that
I don't know if
because
I
you
write
got
movies.
the network
I have
and
the
the connect.
perspective.
You should write that.
I want to be in it. I'll put that out there.
You should.
I want
You
to be in
should.
it, but I don't know if I'm a movie writer.
I mean, we just get the concept together. You got enough people in a team that can really make something happen because we don't have that.
I'm trying to think. I'm like, are
We
we
don't
forgetting
have-
somebody?
no.
No,
Like,
there is no
There is
stoner
none.
movies.
just in black cinema, like,
Right.
there's not been any.
Well, you can't
stoner
even
movies?
name any black stoner women really outside of Issa Rae and Erykah Badu and SZA
I don't know. Not
and
one.
Rihanna. Exactly. We don't have but the men we can list out 20 right now. Easy.
Legends. Yep, legend
Yeah.
ones too.
But there's not enough women stoners putting on or with enough attention. And
Do you
Rihanna's
think- do
kind
you
of
think-
sidelined.
I think some are afraid to do so just because
Yeah,
of,
that's exactly
of
it.
branding.
Listen, I
Branding is a thing.
people don't
like
understand as
it.
somebody who cannot get non-regular brands or too
Yeah.
scared to work
They're
with me. I get
Which
it.
doesn't make sense. It's legal now.
Yeah.
And everybody
It doesn't
does
matter.
it. Even the people who are trying to ban you from
doesn't
that,
matter.
they smoke. Which is so crazy
but
to me.
Society still has a long way to go.
All right,
Yeah.
let's do a stoner movie.
That's next.
That's
All
next.
right.
Let's do it.
All right, we at the 1 hour. Let's get to this. I put together something called smoke break. I don't know why I call it smoke break, but it's okay. I just wanted to see character versus character. Who could outsmoke who? Who would y'all think can outsmoke who? Okay, Smokey, number 1, versus Brian from Half Baked. Who do you think would win a smoke off between those two?
I feel like Brian smokes all day long.
He looked like. What you think?
Smokey, man. Smokey.
Smokey's
was-
supply was just never high enough for him to like
Smokey
go
was
off.
smoking angel dust. Nigga.
And that's where he messed up.
Smokey was getting trash weed from Big
Exactly,
Pun.
yeah.
Brian
and then
and
Brian
them-
was just
Brian had the gas.
blowing
Brian
and
had
hitting the bombs
Petty
all day.
boys.
Yeah.
They was seeing some shit with that. Brian
Okay,
for
Brian
sure.
wins that one.
Brian gotta win that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Kumar versus Alex from Grandma
I
Boy.
don't
Y'all
remember
probably haven't
Alex.
seen Grandma. Okay,
No.
let me see Alex from Grandma's Boy, real quick. But Kumar was getting he was doing his thing.
Kumar.
But let me tell you
Guess-
something. Alex from Grandma's Boy, all he did was in that basement, and he had some shit.
I don't
okay?
remember what he was doing.
He had some. He had. Let me. Okay, they're not gonna remember that. I want to see a little clip of him going crazy. That's so good. We'll go Kumar probably.
Kumar,
just
man.
off, yeah, Kumar.
We'll go Kumar most likely there. Y'all not gonna remember Jeff from Fast Times?
I do remember Jeff from Fast.
Fast
Okay,
Times
'cause
are
he-
yeah.
he was
But,
going, and I said
he-
Snoop
but
in
it
any
says
movie.
versus Snoop in any
Yeah.
movie, you have to go Snoop.
Yeah, you have to.
You gotta go Snoop. I figured that.
Jeff wasn't no slouch, bro.
No.
He was high. He was smoking in class. In high school.
Going
I feel
crazy.
like, hasn't Snoop Dogg been arrested a lot? Like, he smoked everywhere, too.
He was smoking in high school too. with
Snoop
Wiz.
smoked in every movie. I can't believe they had Snoop as a high school student, bro. That was so crazy. But Snoop has smoked and went crazy in every one. Now here you go, Tammy. Jamal King Redman from How High versus Devin from Mac and Dev. Which one?
No, this is black on black crime. They both win.
They can't both win.
Yes, they can.
Who would
Jamal
win in the
was
smoke
smoking a
off?
lot in the movie, bro.
Yeah, he was selling
He
too.
was smoking the gas mask joint. He was at the big ball. He was
going crazy.
chiefing.
He was going. But
I don't
Devin,
remember
but
how
when
much
Devin,
they was. I don't remember how much they
that's
were smoking
Wiz
in the
character.
movie.
Nope, they both win.
You can't pick.
I can.
It's Dev and Mac though. That's the problem. You should have put Red and
No,
Mac.
I just got. Okay, you want to do that? Red and Mac, both of them versus Dev and Mac. Who would?
They all win.
She can't. She can't.
You gotta choose one.
She's being political right
Who
now.
would out smoke? Did Method Man and Red Man would they out smoke Mac and Dev and the characters, not real life.
characters.
These characters. Remember, Dev had just started smoking.
Dev just started smoking. Meth
Yes,
and
Dev
Red
did
was
just
smoking.
start
They was
smoking.
both smoking.
They
from
was already going
from
crazy.
the start to the finish. They
And-
smoked out the whole auditorium.
And they were in college. They were in high school.
And they had a grow and they grew some new stuff.
And remember the guy came back from the dead.
Yeah, they brought somebody.
They smoked it. They smoked it. They get back from
And
the
they were smoking
dead.
people out.
So
Yeah.
it gotta be Jamal and whatever Method Man character.
How high
name
was
was.
funny, man. How
Your words, not mine.
Oh wow. We got Saw, which was
I don't remember what Jay from Clerks was smoking.
No. So we can't judge that
you don't
one.
remember Jay and Silent Bob?
Oh,
I don't remember how much
I
they were
interviewed.
smoking.
You interviewed Jay and Silent Bob?
I just don't
No,
remember. I don't
the-
remember how much they were smoking in the
I
movie.
interviewed Silent Bob. Wait, which one's the site? Yeah.
You didn't. Kevin Smith is Silent
Yeah,
Bob.
yeah.
You interviewed Kevin Smith?
Years
No,
ago.
you didn't.
Years ago, yeah.
How? Why? Kevin Smith is one of my favorite directors, yo. Kevin
Yeah?
Smith is.
Yeah.
Mwah, mwah. But I would give it to Sal from Pineapple Express. That was
I remember Clerks.
Clerks is classic. That was James Franco's character in Pineapple Express.
Oh yeah,
He was lit.
he was always lit.
He was always lit.
Yeah.
That's what I would say. What do you think, Tammy? Jay's the same character in every movie, by the way. So he's
yeah,
always.
I just don't really remember too much of either to pick.
Okay. Now, do you remember these characters here? Which is Anthony Man, which I think was either Cheech or Chong. I don't remember which one is what. And did you see Dude, Where's My Car? Mm-hmm. You did.
Dude, where's my car?
All
Was
right.
funny.
And then we got
Did.
Jesse from Dude's Where's My Car? Which one? Jesse, I think, was Ashton Kutcher's character.
Dude.
Anthony, man, I think it was either Cheech or Chong. I mean, they're both like damn near the same.
Yeah, I can't
Yeah.
call it.
Can't call that
I
one?
can't call it.
It got to be one of them. I think, right? Over.
You know,
They was lit in this.
They was lit.
They was lit. They was
Yeah.
dumb lit too. Do you remember this movie?
I absolutely
This was so
do.
dumb
I
of
really,
a
really
movie
do.
that
yeah,
it was funny.
dumb. Yeah.
You know,
They
so
just
dumb
that
of a
scene where
movie.
they just say "dude" back and forth.
yeah, dude, hilarious. But
Yeah.
you know, it was dumb. But I mean, realistically, Cheech and Chong was up
Yeah,
probably
they was always smoking. They
would always
They was smoking
probably-
big fat doobies.
Come
they
on,
call
they
them.
probably So that would
Okay.
be them. Shaggy, Scooby Doo,
This is where we get ridiculous with it.
Towley from South Park. You remember Towley?
Because y'all didn't know Shaggy and Scooby Doo, they was high.
Yeah,
I
Shaggy.
think we all knew that. He's
Yeah.
always looking for snacks.
He was always munchy. Towley from South Park or Crush from Finding Nemo. Crush was the turtle. Hey,
Oh, that's racist.
was
Because
it?
he's Jamaican.
Oh wow! He was on the list.
He was like
on
a
the
surfer
He was on the
dude.
list of Stone animation characters.
What?
Okay, he sure was.
I would give it to that crab or the whatever it was
The crap from Finding Nemo.
from The Little Mermaid.
No, not Sebastian. He was so straight edge. He hated Arrow doing anything. You got Shaggy, Show Me Towley,
Shaggy. for
Shaggy
sure.
was definitely smoking weed. We knew that.
but Towley from South Park. I need to see a
don't
clip of
I
Towley.
remember
Yeah,
Towley.
Shaggy for sure.
No, y'all,
But I don't
y'all don't
know.
remember Towley from South Park.
I don't.
Towley,
Oh,
Oh,
it's
it's
right
on
there.
this screen.
Oh wow,
I can't
Tally was blazed.
Towley was always
see it.
lit.
Can't see it.
Yeah, I want to see a clip of Tally. Okay, that's all Tally did.
I didn't clock that as a kid, but then again, I didn't know anything.
We didn't know.
We didn't really know.
No.
But he's still lit right now. Tally, that's all he did. That's what I would say. Because you knew right out the gate that Tally was hot.
Was
Clicking one? You clicking one?
was he like the towel that you put under the door?
Oh, he was just
Like why was he?
You want to get high? You want to get high? No, we don't want to get high. Okay. You sure?
I do?
Yeah, give it out. I'm addicted to marijuana.
Hey.
Why is it a towel? Okay.
Yeah,
He's-
why is it a towel?
He's way more high than Shaggy
And
because he's
all
getting
day
high
long.
because he's getting high on the actual
Okay,
show.
Tally, yeah.
That's all Tally did. Tally was an addict.
Hold on now.
Okay, Tally used to
Watch that phrase.
Not an addict?
No.
Okay, Tally was enjoying it the most, okay? Tally. Bam. All right, that's what we got.
Yeah.
Tally wins. He was as the most animated
I mean, he
character
made
that
a
would win.
Happy 420 video.
Oh yeah,
he
Tally
wins.
used to go crazy.
He wins.
On South Park. That's all he was there for. Okay, so give us a movie recommendation for the community. What that we have not seen or that was one of your favorites that you recommend. I know we talked about Ha, but give us something else for the people to be able to watch. Something. I know you talked about Weeds. You already talked about Ha. You actually named another movie
Yeah,
that I don't
Weeds.
think I saw.
Go
That
see Weeds if you haven't seen that.
The
Weeds
TV
was-
show?
It was something. It was another film I think you named earlier that I never seen. I'm not gonna remember. I'm gonna be upset. But when I play it back, I'm like, oh, that movie. Well, do you remember what it was?
No.
I don't either. Name a couple stoner movies that you saw personally.
How High?
Okay.
Pineapple Express, Friday. I feel like there are some like indie Netflix movies where people are smoking.
Give us one.
Evil Bong was one.
Evil Bong. I heard of that. I didn't watch it. I don't want to see anything silly. Make it realistic. Show me the girl who comes home. I mean, Insecure did that. Did that. They showed Molly coming home from her lawyer job in downtown LA overlooking the city and smoking a joint, talking to her girlfriend with no bra on. That's realistic.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
you can't give us that for the whole movie though. Where's the it gotta be. I feel like all the stoner movies or weed movies they have to be kind of over the
We
top.
gotta make it. Like I
You
feel
know
like
what I mean?
I feel like
I
they don't have to be. Well, Friday
Not
wasn't
over the-
all the way over the top.
It
Yeah.
wasn't, but it
it's
was.
You get high and then you go on this like mystical journey.
Yeah.
In a lot of them.
You got to make
Yeah.
weed the main character some way. I feel like there's a lot of I know a lot of people who live cool weed lives. I live a cool weed life.
You do.
Like I never know who's going to call me to pull up because they want to smoke.
So maybe that should
Yeah.
be a movie about a weed plug. That the life is just not what you would expect it to be, kind of thing.
Yeah,
maybe.
I don't share any of the cool things that I do in this little site. Like I share the education.
Yeah.
But you don't see my weed life and what I do and who I'm around and who I meet.
That should
and
be
who
that should be the movie.
who wants me to bring weed.
But it
and
has to
just
be
pull
some
up.
kind of
Yeah.
drama
Where you get to
thing.
smoke
There has to
Yeah.
be some kind of drama.
Gotta be. It has to be.
Ooh,
So you got to think
a
about.
plug love.
Yeah.
Plug love. There you
Plug
go.
love.
Plug love. Like if they fall in love with their plug, who's never on
There you
time.
go. There it is. It's like a rom-com drama type of
We lit.
situation.
But the plug
Lit.
is a girl.
We
lit.
we taking
Yeah,
that.
Tammy.
We taking that.
I'm the plug.
We
Yeah.
gonna-
And I
Tammy
don't do love.
Tammy gonna look up next year and see that. She gonna be like, "Is that my movie?"
No, she's in it.
I'm
Oh,
in
yeah,
it.
you in it.
I'm the
You gonna
plug.
act?
She's in it. Yeah.
I'm the plug.
About
But
time, yeah.
people can't fall in love with
She's in
me.
it.
That's real
You're not
life
supposed to
advice.
fall in love with the plug, but you do. You
Yeah,
have to
but
have
they
that in the
do,
movie.
and then
That's
it's
what I'm
all
saying.
bad. When that happens, it's all bad, and then I'm the bad guy.
I can see
I'm
you
the
being
bad
the bad guy. You don't spare feelings. I know you probably don't.
I do.
Do you?
Yeah.
Give us a situation.
I just won't talk to you again.
That's not sparing a feeling.
Yeah, it is.
Okay. Wow. Well, thank you, Tammy, for coming through today on Movies and Models. We really appreciate you and your insight. It was
Wait.
phenomenal.
I had a
You
great
don't
time.
you don't have a film for us
Of this magnitude?
to like
It's hard. We got to make it.
I don't.
Somebody's got to make it.
We need something newer.
They remade
No, I'm
a
saying
house
you don't
party.
have a film recommendation.
Does dope count?
Yeah.
Dope. Okay. Yeah.
Was that weed?
Dope. It
No,
was.
that's a good one.
Yeah, it was weed. It was weed. I think.
Was it?
I think they were selling weed.
Bitcoin.
They was using Bitcoin to sell weed.
Yeah.
Was it weed or was it a different drug? I don't remember, but Dope was a great movie.
It was. It was a good.
Dope
movie.
was great.
Yeah.
Nah, I don't have one.
Oh yeah.
All right,
Dang.
All right, finish this.
Yeah. Tammy, let everybody know here where they can find you.
You can find me on Instagram sometimes at the Cannabis Cutie or my website, cannabiscutie.com. Google me, bitch.
Be more, they know where to find you at. I am Be
I
more
am Be
on
More.
that. Yeah. Hollywood KP. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in. Please slide in her DMs. They
Yeah.
full. Okay, but give her some more movie recommendations. Let her know how you feel about the cannabis game. Or if you have any questions.
Yep.
She'll answer, but it's gonna
Maybe.
cost you. It's
Maybe.
gonna cost you.
I might answer.
She might if she sees it. All right. Episode 5. Thank y'all for tuning in.